University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point students, it is a joy to be with you tonight. I am Pastor Thomas. That's a title that continues to be too big for what I feel and see in myself, but that's what they call me around these parts. I'm just starting my sophomore season in Stevens Point. My family and I moved out from the Twin Cities last fall, and so we've been here for a year, still trying to figure out some of the same kind of stuff you guys are figuring out. Where's the best ice cream? Where's the best pizza? Where's the best stuff? So it is good to be here with you. It really is. It's really a treat. I love college students, and I'm not just a flim-flammy car salesman saying that kind of stuff. I've worked with college students for 4 years now, both in the Twin Cities and now out here, and God just continues to give me an ache and a groaning and a joy that you would understand the significance of your existence and what is set out and the opportunities that are ahead. And so I hope that we can do that together tonight, understand the significance of this life. Under your chair, there is a annoying colored set of notes, and you're asking the question in InterVarsity this year, what do you love? And one of the things that I really love, Drew, go ahead and show me the first thing that I love on my first slide. I really love pancakes, and I don't know if you do as well. I love pancakes because, well, they just keep me chugging right along. And you know what I love even better than just pancakes is, go ahead here, free pancakes is what I love, even more than that. And every fall our church has a tradition, a fall harvest tradition, to do a pancake brunch on a Sunday morning. And good news for you, good news for me, that's coming up this Sunday. And so on the back side of your notes, to tantalize your taste buds, is this same information. We would love to have you join us at Community Church. It is roughly half a mile from here, very close. Our service is every Sunday at 9:30, and we run till 10:45 or 11, depending on how long the pastor can't stop talking for. And then normally we have Sunday school after that for everybody, kids and adults. But this Sunday, Sunday school, it's free pancake day. So come and join us, if you would, for some free pancakes. We will have a great time, and we would love to get to know you. Our church website's on there, so you can find out directions and address and phone number. But for you don't even have to go that far. If your fingers are too tired from all the other typing and all the other web drifting that you're doing throughout the week, you don't even have to go there. There is a vehicle caravan that meets 9:15, if you care. You might want to write it down. 9:15 on campus at Neal Circle. Neal Circle, 9:15. There is a caravan that will drive you, get you to the church and get you back. And Carl Thompson, Mr. main singer, ginormous dude that was standing here, that's him. Probably there's a lot of people that can't see from behind you, Carl. You should sit down. I can't see over you. Contact Carl, chase him down, look for the tall guy with the semi-shiny head, and he will help you get to Community Church on Sunday morning this week or any week. We'd love to have you. So if I can ask you to do something a little bit odd, and some of you may say, no, I don't want to do something a little bit odd, except for all those games we were playing before, shouting out strange things like cavities. Did they really make you go for cavities? Anyway, I want us to pray and focus our time once again. So if you would take your two hands, and you can pray this silently if you're willing to take a dare. Put your hands over your eyes and say, Jesus Christ, whoever you are, let me see you more clearly tonight. And if you take your hands and put them on top of your head and say, Jesus Christ, whoever you are, help me think and know you more rightly tonight. And then if you take your hands and place them over your heart and say, Jesus Christ, whoever you are, Help me to trust and believe in you more rightly tonight. And God, if you would hear those prayers and do that, get me out of the way and let Jesus Christ be the one that we would remember tonight. Then this night would be worth having. So we ask you to answer our prayers. Amen. A few years ago, a friend of mine went out to cut wood. He got his chainsaw and all his gear. This guy was kind of a nervous Nilly. He was going to cut wood for his family to store it up for the wintertime. That's a good thing to do, right? That's a good manly dad thing to do. Cut wood, keep your family heated and cared for in the wintertime. So he took out, he loaded up in the back of his truck, chainsaw, gas, oil, and that's usually about the end of the list for me. Chainsaw, gas, oil. I just want to get out there and get it done. But this guy was a little bit of a nervous Nilly, so he also took the bulletproof goggles and the hard hat and Kevlar clothing, pants. And so he is going out on like an 85-degree day, and he gets out to the wood cutting site, and he starts putting on layer after layer of clothing. It takes him half an hour to get all set up to do a good thing, right? He's going to do a good thing. His aim in all of this effort, all of this time that he's spending is to do a good thing. And so he gets all geared up and he's sweating, but he's doing this for my family. Love my kids, heat my kids, they'll stay alive with wood burning, yeah. So he's all geared up and he goes and he says, now that is a tree. I'm going to own that tree. Zips up the chainsaw, or whatever the sound of a chainsaw is, and he begins cutting a tree, and he's like, man, my saw is sharp, because that tree, my blade flew right through that tree, and the tree comes down, and as he's walking around deciding where to start, he looks back at the trunk of the tree, and when he looks back at where the trunk has fallen down, he sees the ground seems to be moving. The whole ground for like a circle of 10 or 15 feet circumference is just moving. And he walks over, he's like, what is going on here? Am I sweating? Is there something in my eyes? And he walks over and he bends down to see, and the ground is alive with ants. Angry ants whose home has just been demolished. A wrecking ball has just crushed them. They're angry. They're spilling out of the tree. That's why the chainsaw cut through it so quick, because there was nothing inside the tree but ants. The ants are angry, and not only are they angry, but they're red kind of ants. And now the red ants have targeted the enemy, and they have crawled up. They have crawled in. And all of the good work it was to put on layers and layers of clothing all of a sudden became the worst idea that he had ever had. Because now the ants are inside the bulletproof Kevlar, and he wants to get out of it, and they are crawling up his legs and on his chest and in his armpits, and they're, we're going to make you suffer for taking away our home! That's how angry they were. They were throwing stuff, throwing electronic equipment around. And so what set out to be a great idea, what he put in all this effort for, he ended up having to run away, strip off the clothes, smack, and abandon the effort altogether. And here's the connection. There's some people that set out day in and day out in their lives passionately to pursue something that they think is going to be a good idea. They set out to do something that in their minds looks good, looks worthwhile, looks valuable. And it's not until they've gotten in too far that they realize this is a waste. And not only was it a waste, but now it's causing me pain, it's causing me consequences, and it's causing me to have to run away and start from the beginning of where I was when I started with that. What do you love? What do you love? What are you chasing? What do you wake up in the morning and gear up for? Some of you love class. Some of you tolerate class. But everybody in here loves some things, lives for some things. How do I know if what I love is worth loving? How do I know if what I love is going to be hollow on the inside and destructive when I realize what I was doing all along? How do I come to know? And so tonight I want to give you one lie and one truth. One lie to help you determine if what I'm pursuing is valuable, and one truth to put out before us what is most valuable. And so first of all, the lie. The lie is listed on your notes on the one side, the unpancaked side of your sheet there. The lie is the lie of self-focused passion. The lie is focusing on me. And the lie has two parts, two segments. The way that it plays out in our mind so that it doesn't feel like a lie, so that it doesn't taste like a lie, being self-focused. The first facet of the lie is that I will be most happy, I will be most fulfilled when I seek to do what it is that I want to do most. That's the first facet of the lie. I will be most satisfied when I am looking after me and going after my tastes and my pleasures and my desires. That's the first part of the facet. I'll be satisfied when I say, who am I? And what do I want? And what do I need? Then I will be most happy. The second facet of the lie